Good morning, everybody. It's John from Brisbane. I'm kicking kicking everything here. Yes, it's a real Mickey Mouse production here. As you can see, it's a production team here. It's lead producer. Hello, say hello, Pippi. Hello. Oh, my little man. Oh, he's my precious, this one. Doesn't say a lot, which is good, which is what I love in a producer who says very little. Yes, he's handsome. He's my best man, he is. He keeps me safe, keeps me sane. But yes, anyway. So we're the production team. He oversees, and I occasionally do some work. Yes. Anyway, thank you for today's, or this month's, who knows. Yes. What am I going to talk about today? Oh, who knows? Who knows indeed. I was going to talk about some of the things about the isolation, but I seem to have yet again lost all my props. Honestly, I had everything set up, and I'm going to go, yes, I'm going to show everybody what it is that I've got. And as usual, I've only got half of what it is. And of course, look, really good. I turn my head away from the camera when I talk about things. But it's interesting because with the isolation and the lock-in, all my doctor's appointments, which I think I've mentioned before, are all by phone appointment now. And my GP has made my appointments obviously by telephone, and I guess here's one of them anyway, is that, you know, I've now had to go buy myself a what is it, a blood pressure, thank you. I'm holding it, I don't even know what I'm talking about. Yeah, blood pressure. Had to go get myself a blood pressure machine, and I've got myself a blood pressure, blood sugar reader, and I've got the scales behind me. So our appointments are usually weekly for my wife and I. So yeah, we have so I supply that information to her each week. So she checks on that to make sure that we're still alive and kicking, or at least my wife's still alive and kicking, I think. So that's the main thing. What else? So that's part of our weekly routine, is for just checking that. We downloaded the COVID Safe app, which is part of the Australian government's tracking. I don't honestly have a problem with it. All these people screaming about, people accessing and knowing what we're doing. Well, I hate to tell you, but we're already being tracked and monitored through so many other third parties' information. Whether or not it's the government or a private organisation, I'd have thought I'd have been more worried about a private organisation having my information than I would with the government. But hey, each to their own, I suppose, as to who they fear the most. But look, if it means that people can get back to some sort of normality, that's fine. To be honest, it seems to be more politics than anything else that's now coming into play, rather than worrying about poor people who are actually suffering from the condition. And I think that's really, really sad, where politics are coming into play. Now, I've just noticed up there in the background, you can see my finger pointing at it. My daughter made that for me when she was in preschool, and it's got there, my hero is my dad. And I have kept that all these years. Now, my daughter's in her 20s now, and you know, it means a hell of a lot to me that it sits there. I really should get it framed, but yeah, framing costs so much money these days. But I will get there eventually, and you know, I keep everything my children do, and it means a lot to me that I've kept them, because sadly my mother kept nothing or very little of anything of mine. So, but yeah, anyway. So what else has been happening? I've been managing to get some games in on Tabletop Simulator, which has been good. So I've been getting some games in there. What else? Taken up with Audible. Listening to audio books like it's going out of season. Yes, and I'm quite sure Audible's very happy for my contribution to their coffers. Or more precisely, I hope the authors are getting the money from the coffers, because certainly I've been enjoying the books. To be quite honest, what started me off was that I was on Facebook and up popped Artemis Fowl. That started it. Don't ask me why. Artemis Fowl started it. And I went, I wonder if I've still got the books. Well, I got Deltora books and quite a lot of the other kids, all the other kids' books from when they were young. Yes, I never throw any books out. I've kept them all. Still hoping for grandchildren one day. But I never throw, as I said, any books out. And so consequently I went, I wonder what the books are like. So I went and had a look. And yes, I eventually got there, but the first lot I got was the first series, because you get a free book when you sign up. And I got G.K. Chesterton's Father Brown series. And that was, I can't remember how many hours it was. Can't remember if it was 30 hours or 16 hours. It was quite a significant number of hours. And, I went, oh, this is cracking good. And it was a good narrator. And that's the one good thing that I do, because at least they give you a sample and you can see whether or not you like the author. So from there, honestly, I then went on to Mark Kane, who does Circles in Hell, or Circles of Hell, I can't remember, series, which was exceptional. I'm reading D for Dead Man, or listening to D for Dead Man at the moment. Gumshoe. My guard dog's making a few barks. So honestly, the audiobooks have been exceptional. They've kept me sane. They really have. There's been some changes in the household. I've returned my son's motor vehicle to him because his circumstances have changed, and so I'm back to Shank's pony. And for those of you who don't know what Shank's pony is, it means having to walk. And sadly, my wife's not too keen on that, but I don't mind. But oh dear, poor old legs. It's I worked out that it's for me, it's a 15 to 20 minute walk to the doctor's, half an hour walk with the wife and dog. And so, it's an hour trip round plus whatever we went there for the flu shot. So that was a very brief visit, because once again, she's not having consultations, but, she saw us for the few moments it did to take the flu shot, which was good. So, it was, very brief 20 minutes for me to get there. Then I went and did the groceries. So, those elderly ladies, the people you used to always laugh at, Granny and her trolley going around. Well, I was Granddad and the trolley. God, I was getting some strange looks, thinking, who's this old man with a trolley behind him walking? And for me, that was a half-hour trip to to my central shopping district to so that was 90 minutes all up to to wander up there, and about 20 minutes to have a wander around and do my shopping and then walk back. And problem though is you're doing your shopping and you're there thinking, oh, hang on, now I've got to try and get it into this trolley bag. Is it all going to fit? Doesn't. Now I'm starting to think, God, I'm going to have to get myself a backpack. then people are going to see this old man with a backpack and a trolley and his walking stick and his Cobra, struggling up and down the street. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Thank God it's winter. That's all I can say. Thank God it's winter. But so they're the bits of excitement that are happening. The previous video I did was on Judge Dredd. I don't know what other motivation is just the killer at the moment, because for me, well, one day is always the next. For me, I really do find it hard to try and find something else to do. Well, not something else to do, it's just the motivation to sort of grab my camera and do something. But anyway, look, just what have I been doing? I'm still here. Still haven't tidied up. Yeah, Pippin's gone and deserted me. It's going to have the producer sign off and say, yes, you've all done very well. Oh God, who'd even remember young Mr. Grace from oh God, I can't even remember that. Are You Being Served? Yes, with the lovely John Inman and those. Oh, geez, I miss those TV shows from the 60s and 70s. But yeah, sorry, one of the lovely neighbours, one of the people in the district going for a walk past. That's about the only thing I've done now. As I think I said in the last video, was that I've changed my desk so I can look out my window and see everybody walking past the street. So my entertainment level has increased dramatically. And okay, fair enough, a lot of the elderly ladies from the retirement village do walk by, and certainly they don't get me excited, but certainly the younger people that are walking past, yes, a lot better. Mind you, of course, the last time I walked through the retirement village, the people in one of the lovely residents there asked me, they said, oh, and when are you moving in? And I said, oh. He said, I didn't mean to make reference to your venerable age. Oh dear. But anyway, look, thank you very much for your time. I hope I've entertained you with my nonsensical drivel. So look, stay well, be well, and I will hopefully put up something far more entertaining or useful in a short while. So till next time, the Honourable John.